Look at the smartphone in your hand. It's a compact assembly of elements gathered from dozens of different countries and high-tech hubs. While we often say supply chain, what builds this phone is actually a supply web, a vast intersecting network rather than a straight line. Long before a factory line powers on, your phone exists as scattered dirt, rocks, and raw minerals buried across South America, Africa, and Australia. Every smartphone represents a synchronized alignment of the entire globe, meeting right in your palm. Curious, the physical life of a battery begins here, in vast evaporation ponds spread across the deserts of South America and Australia, where huge volumes of brine are dried out to extract lithium. Contrast that immense industrial scale with how we get cobalt. Deep in the Democratic Republic of Congo, this critical battery mineral is often dug out of the earth by hand, one swing of a metal bar at a time. Once pulled from the dirt, these unrefined elements are immediately loaded onto cargo ships, crossing oceans to reach highly specialized manufacturing hubs. The extracted silicon takes a very specific path. It ends up in hyper-advanced, sterile facilities in places like Taiwan to be forged into semiconductors, the microscopic processing brains of the device. At the exact same time, entirely different corporations are working on the other pieces. Companies like Samsung or LG are busy manufacturing the OLED display panels, while battery specialists like CATL are assembling the power cells. This map shows the erratic, non-linear paths these finished components take. Notice how the trade routes backtrack. A camera component made in Germany might travel to meet a sensor built in Japan before both are shipped off to a facility in Taiwan. Raw materials are useless on their own. Because different regions specialize in extremely specific components, international trade must perform a chaotic, highly synchronized global dance before a phone can even begin to take shape. All of those disparate global threads finally converge as shipping containers dock and offload at massive primary assembly plants in China, India, and Vietnam. Inside these sterile megaplants, the process requires extreme precision. Robotic systems take those globally sourced displays, chipsets, and batteries, locking them into a single frame. Automation can't do it all. The process still requires a massive human workforce to carefully integrate the most delicate circuit boards and connectors by hand. The hardware is physically complete, but the device is truly breathed into life when the operating system is installed. From there, it goes straight into rigorous automated stress testing to ensure every single sensor and pixel works perfectly. There is zero downtime. Finished phones are immediately dropped into specialized packaging, engineered specifically to survive the vibrations, drops, and temperature shifts of global transit. To meet consumer launch deadlines, manufacturers skip the ocean and turn to the sky. A single cargo plane touching down on a runway can carry over 150,000 high-end smartphones in a single flight. From major airport hubs, they filter down through the conveyor belts of regional distribution centers. These warehouses operate strictly on a just-in-time inventory model, keeping costs low by moving stock out almost as soon as it arrives. The extreme centralization required to build the phone inside a single factory is instantly followed by extreme decentralization in the sky, rapidly scattering the devices worldwide to meet relentless consumer demand. We finally reach the last mile. The devices land on display tables of local stores, where that tactile, hands-on experience triggers the purchase. Whether an associate hands you the bag or a courier drops a box on your porch, the exact moment you tear the clear plastic seal, that initial sprawling global journey finally comes to an absolute end. The physical lifespan of that device does not actually stop with the consumer. Major tech companies now operate closed-loop supply webs. They aggressively incentivize trade-ins and recycling programs to pull aging, degraded devices back out of your drawer and directly into their system. Old phones are cracked open and sorted on conveyor belts. Valuable raw materials like cobalt, gold, and rare earth elements are stripped from the motherboards so they can be reinserted into the manufacturing pipeline. That phone is a highly engineered, temporary synthesis of the Earth's surface, resting briefly in your hand before the global web claims it once more.